Say hi, Andrew. God, everybody here's so mean. Actually, today, one of the first days that I actually spent most of the day outside. Only 25% in office, I would say. 75%. It's that infamous sound that we used to. Kevin Lawrence, ladies and gentlemen. How's it going, Kevin? You got your parts in, I see?
Not all of it.
But this is where you're upgrading the forks. So why do people do this?
The brass ones are known to bend. People start shifting too hard too aggressively. And also if the stops aren't set right on the shifter, then you can overextend it and bend it.
Gotcha. So this is what I got done today. Made some very crude little brackets down here, little wings coming off to the frame rail. And essentially what I did was go back and forth about 100 times figuring out where I want to place this turbocharger. Got the plased out a flange and just the turbine housing right now, and made sure I had enough space to get the crank bolt in and out. I mean, I don't know if that's in and out, but that's at least enough to get a socket in to tighten it and check it every once in a while. And we still got the plastic or fiberglass or whatever it is, some kind of composite front on. We're still trying to work within the confines of that. It does help give you an idea of where stuff's gonna go. And now working on turbo manifold. We got a floating Mr. Bobble collector right now. I just tacked a piece of rod to my, I would say, flange jig, and I left it so I can, you know, just with a couple tacks so I can bend and move this around, and if I had to, just break it off and cut it and move it again. I think this is where I'm gonna keep it, and now it's just a matter of trying to figure out where all these are gonna go. And we've got some little Legos, as we call them, that we 3D printed, but right now they're printing, so we've got some straight too. I was trying to avoid completely going over the valve cover so that you can service these valve covers during the round. Want to be able to lift them off, and also gotta have clearance between the power steering pump, make sure I don't want to melt them, but then you've got very little amount of room between here and the strut tower. Also left room, I mean, this structure is right now is for the headlight, but it's gonna get all cut out and be tubed. But I had to leave, these are the things I think about, leave this little gap here. If I went any lower with this, I wouldn't be able to get in to check or change the spark plug. As you can see, I've got the plugs all in there already, with some wires, with some heat protectors on them, just to make sure that when I build these runners, or where I place the runners, are not going to be in the way. I'm still going to be able to try to get it off. Still got to try to make sure that you can lift the valve cover off. I don't think I'm going to be able to do much. Like if we had to change rocker arms, that's what my main thing is if we got to check the rocker arms, I want to make sure I'm able to torque them down and get a torque wrench in and tighten them, but without having to pull the manifold off. You know, it'd be really nice if we'd be able to do that, but I'm not too sure that I will be able to. And once I've got one runner, at least one runner fixed for this location, I can then, you know, it won't be so floppy, then I can fix that location and then essentially mimic it on the other side here, and hopefully they'll run down, swoop down into there. I'll have the compressor and CHRA on there at that point. I also made sure that the center of this will give me room for the turbo drain and all the coolant lines for the cartridge, and then got the intercooler down here. So Eric has been helping out and doing all the little fiberglass and repair on all the components that get smashed up during the season that you can reuse. So this is Kevin's hood right now, and he's gone ahead and put some filler on it. And
turn down for what?
I hope you know that's going on here now. Oh yeah, might as well keep doing more.
What?
Might as well keep doing more. Might as well. You've already.
That's all I got for the day. Well, my backup dancer Wesley over here.
You guys want to dance?
He's my backup dancer, my stunt double.
Come on, dance, Wes. You guys don't know Wes.
Oh my God.
He's actually not. He's not 12.
He is.
Oh, I mean, maybe he is. So Eric has also got some repair done on Kevin's fenders, door, and I was scheduled to paint, but I don't know if you guys know my history of painting. Hi guys. This is what the old guys do. Just to like, kind of looks like what they're used to, like an Atari or something. So that's why they like it. It's very, very old school. It's just like Pong for you guys. Is you excited about it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is like Pong or Atari, like 1200 or something. What are you playing on, the Donkey Kong?
No, it's pre-Donkey Kong. It's tennis, it's squash.
Oh. Yeah, it's Pong. Yeah, see? That's, yeah, you. Alright, I knew that's what it was. No. So we'll put up subtitles so you guys can understand what he's saying. So yeah, back to this. My history of me is whenever it's ready for me to paint, this is the Florida weather. Obviously, we I don't have a paint booth because we don't do full cars. It's like one panel at a time, so it's not necessary to have a full-on booth. But this is it. So I'm pretty sure, since I'm gonna need to paint within the next week, it's gonna stay like this. It's gonna stay just nice and beautifully rainy crap. Dance, 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 come on, dance.
Oh, can you do it? Like if you do put it in the video, can you do that?
Oh, you want a satisfaction?
And it cuts. Like just that brief second.
Yeah? Anybody else? Come on, dance! Dance for me, boys.
Do the dancing. Do for me, you big boy.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
Alright, Eric, so since... How about if I pass it on to you, Eric? If you paint, you think it will stop raining?
No.
No?
Tried.
Alright, well, Eric,
It's a sandstorm.
you're gonna paint.
Tried what?
All the stuff. So then it will stop raining.
Alright.
So you know what we could do? We could go to all those countries where it doesn't rain and they try to do rain dances, and we'll just schedule me to paint in those places, and I guarantee you it will rain.
Yeah. I like same people.
Yeah, cool. So if you guys need me, I have skills. I can make it rain.
Wait, what are you trying to paint right now?
Well, not money. I can make it rain like rain. Precipitation. Oh, Luke is also thinking. Let's go pick his brain. What are you thinking about?
I'm wondering if you're going to do something like because that's gonna melt.
It's not gonna melt. It's not gonna melt. I'm not gonna. Yeah, just don't. That would melt.
I mean,
for sure.
I see 240 ones melt all day long, and they're not that close.
Yeah, because they're also probably running really, really lean and have like
Maybe.
1800 EGTs and actually.
I guess
So
we're only gonna be running like 30 seconds at a time. So
I actually have very, very in-depth pictures of Honodels and Goodins who both
just
had
as
these.
close, yeah.
And actually, no, have this like custom bracket in here, right here, that actually shifted this, because this is actually normally like down here and actually protrudes past the head. Yeah, so this custom bracket actually pushes it closer towards the center of the engine, giving me enough room, or the same amount of room, because on the S chassis this is way further away, but bringing that in has limited the amount of room I have to go there, but
Yeah, 2 of those. One facing that way, one facing this way on the same handle.
you want me dual fisting?
Yeah, double fisting.
I mean, we could spin it around. Look at my face. Kind of look like Steven Seagal right now, I think. Yeah. This car, we've always had, I wouldn't say we always, after Pat's and Alex with the manual power steering.
Oh, they have manual.
Well, no, actually, sorry. It's just a pump. They didn't have electric. So what would you call that? If it's not electric, it's not manual. Right, that'd be manual rack, manual steering, but what would you call it if it's mechanical? Sorry. Mechanical power steering pump. Got a brain fart there. Kevin's car. I think I've shown you. It's an MR2 electric power steering, and then it frees up a ton of space in the engine bay. You don't have to worry about, you know, the issues that we're talking about right now, about as far as melting. But
the only thing that comes into play on that is the length of the lines. I've heard some people have problems if you have, like, depending on how far away you mount.
Nah, we never seem to have any issues. Like, I can't imagine it getting any further away than where that is. That's totally on the opposite side, inside. I wouldn't run it all the way in the
I
trunk.
don't think that would have a problem, but, like, I just heard that poses potential.
So I have an idea where I want to place this, but if Tommy has a better one. Yeah, so I was mentioning if I go any lower, you won't be able to service the first spark plug. I wouldn't. If you got small hands.
Yeah.
No, I have this massive. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick that one that we were talking about, the way that I had it showed you earlier, and just kind of attack it there and see how it makes all the other ones go higher and how much hood clearance that has, and if we don't like it, we can chop it up and move it down for sure. As Tommy and I mentioned, we'll go back 150 times trying to figure out.
The motor back and forth like 16 times trying to get it right where I need it, and I'm sure that the collector will do it the same way.
Yeah.
Up, down, left, right, twist.
Yeah, if you look under there right now, there's at least 3 different tacks that I've moved it. Since Ramon is the special, he's the master here. He's the last person to build a manifold, I think, in here. So.
Actually, for my part, because I wouldn't satisfy with
Yeah, that's the problem. Satisfaction. Anybody? I gotta take my shirt off. Yeah, we can all brainstorm on this. I'm gonna stick one runner. I've kind of come up with an idea. I got a few measurements. I'm just gonna chop it, put the one runner in, you know, the hardest runner, and then I'll have everybody come look at it and be like, no! And we can all argue for 30 minutes and do something different.
2 minds are better than 1.
It depends on whose minds they are.
Better than 3 minds, it's just a clusterfuck.
Well, let me get to it and show you guys the progress. So this is what I'm working with. For the manifolds, we're using this schedule 10 pipe. We got some 90s, some straights, and good old Sharpies that are probably harder to find than most other things. It's a process. It's trial and error. I've cut a few. This one didn't work for me. Ever so slightly off. Made this little box here, so there's another one that didn't work. Just keep in there. Maybe it'll work for something else later. It's just not working for this right now. I've got quite a few of the pieces done. I'm at to the point where I'm doing this first cylinder right here. I'm going to this one here on the collector, and I've got a few of them tacked together, and I'm trying to just gonna put it in one more time, double check that I'm good on here. This, you know, this has a little flex and a little wiggle to it, so it shouldn't be too big of a deal here. This isn't 100% important within a half a degree or so. To the flange is important though, and I've got that marked, so I'm gonna take the flange off after I double check one more time, and then take them to the table and go ahead and tack weld them and then fit it all together. And if that works, then I can get rid of this little bubble stand here and just go ahead and use that as the actual one single runner as its fixed placement for this now, and then work on the rest of them. These are the pieces I've got done already. This one's just a shortened 90 straight, and another 90, and this was a weird one here. That was the one I had to cut 2 times. Got it now, pretty sure. Fit it in, hopefully it fits, and then I'm not going to fully weld it, just going to keep them tacked. Make sure that I can actually get to it when all the other runners are there, and then once I've got it all tacked, start pulling some of them off, marking them, and then fully welding them all around. I may not even do this whole manifold, to be honest. Eric's a lot better at doing this than I am. I'm the one determining where the collector's gonna go, so this is gonna be the best option for me, and then give Eric an idea, and he'll get this done way faster and probably 10 times, 100 times nicer than I will. So we'll go ahead and get just the one done. Eric will go ahead and do the rest. Maybe Tommy, maybe David, I don't know, somebody else. Maybe we'll get 8 of us, and each of us will do an individual cylinder or something. This is it. As you can see, it's pretty much in the location it was before. It's got enough room. It's kicked by this strut tower. I've got plenty of room between the runner and the power steering reservoir. I was able to get the bolt in pretty darn easily. And I should be able to feed the next runner. I might have to put a little turn off of there. Up and around and down. So should be pretty good on that. And I'm pretty happy with it. I'm gonna call it a night for tonight. Start on a runner. It's taking me all day to make that one runner, so I was telling Tommy it's gonna take me 8 days to finish these. But Tommy says that would be easy if it was 8 days.
Is that how it's done?
God, well, you've been speaking to Kevin again. Kevin been teaching you his language. Devin, how do you say hi where you come from? Oh, see? I like Devin.
Everyone likes it.
Oh, hello. I like it.
Kevin, say hello.
You know how Kevin says, yeah. Alright. Enough staring at it. It's brain needs a rest. I need a rest. This is defeating me.